Hi guys, Machine back with another one. This time I've managed to poach and grab a cheeky Dennis. Fresh from his victory, of course, going himself into the semi-finals. Fnatic just keep on delivering. Dennis, thanks for joining me. First question has to first of all be, I kind of asked it in the press conference, but it's worth repeating and exploring, is just the success of Gambit. I mean, first of all, playing against them, a lot of people kind of didn't expect much from Gambit when they had that legendary status. Everyone was like, Gambit, legendary, two best of ones. These guys put up a good fight.
Yeah, they did. They have good players. I don't think people realize that they have new players. Like they don't have the same old Gambit as we used to see. They have a good in-game leader, good Opper. They have Adrian, who's really good right now. Dosia. People need to realize that they are good.
Right, and especially on that overpass. Can we just explore that for a second? Because, I mean, that was destruction. If we'd have watched that first, we'd have been like, we're a Fnatic. You guys were just checked out. I mean, what was the process? They just, you don't play it enough, or what's going on?
We played it a lot actually, but we haven't found our way yet. It's like our city side is they can do whatever they want. No, we're not good at overpass now.
So something for you and Jumpy to look at a little later on.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, but I mean, the fact that you guys got cash again and succeeded on cash again, is it safe to assume you're not going to be seeing too much more cash in this tournament?
Um, Maybe. I mean, we have always been good on cash. When we played G2, we had off. At least three players had like off games. It happens on the first game all the time. Yeah, I guess we have a good cash. So yeah.
And you're getting closer to the real cash as well, getting to that semi-final. So a question from a different direction. You guys kind of made it clear in the press conference, and I mean just from tweets and stuff, that you haven't been playing that much as a team, right? Just playing at home, focusing on your individual stuff. To me, that sounds like not much practice, lots of just deathmatch and kind of ahead of the major. Am I right? Am I reading into that correctly?
We practiced till we had enough tactics. When you have enough tactics, you should not do anymore because then you're gonna forget the old one. When we felt like we knew them all, then we just said, let's not play pracs anymore. Because if we prac, let's say we prac against Astralis, they will know what we do. So it's kind of like it's better to prac as much as you need and then just play individual.
I always wondered this. I've never had the chance to ask a player like scrims ahead of a big event like a major. Like even 2-3 months before, you people are cautious about scrimming. I mean, how often typically do you find yourself playing like a top 10, top 20 team ahead of a major event?
Actually, in Europe, we play each other all the time. If the only time we don't play each other is if we're in the same group. Yeah, but also it doesn't make sense because we're gonna face them in the playoffs. Yeah. So yeah.
And from a personal perspective, for you as an individual coming into this, and again, Fnatic as a brand, as an organization, have made every single major. Getting out of that groups must have been quite a relief just to have maintained that legacy.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, the goal right now was to just go out of groups to keep the Legends status, and we did that, and we're in the semifinal. We're feeling good. So if we have good game tomorrow, then we're gonna win the tournament.
That sounds like a good positive mindset. However, we have to explore that because it's Astralis. Astralis, who have already beheaded Na'Vi, a hot favorite for the tournament. Did you watch that game? Did you see Astralis in their game?
Yeah, I watched them. The thing about Navi though is that they in the group stage they looked really hot, but we only saw the CT side. We never really, yeah. They played mouse sports, Hellraisers, maybe not the strongest opponents. I don't remember the NVS, right? Yeah. No, Envy, I think. And Envy right now is not really hot either. So I think people like just yeah, they hype them too much because the T side is what matters in a best of three.
So it sounds to me that you're not taking anything away from Astralis, but it wasn't as Navi weren't as hyped as they perhaps needed to be, or it weren't as good as they were hyped up to be.
Exactly. Astralis is good, but we don't really know how good they are either. There's a lot of teams in like SK. They have Fox right now, where this is our first event together. Um, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of teams struggling right now.
First event together still blows my mind that that's actually true. But how does it feel? I'm sure this is kind of one of those horrible cliche questions. How does it feel, Dennis? But you've got the gang together. You're in the semis. Is this kind of what you were looking for with the Fnatic project? Is this what you've been kind of searching for? You feel content?
Yeah, I mean, in the with the other lineups, with Anton and Lecro, we were supposed to go in New York. We had the lead like 14-7, 14-8, and then we lost. So it's only been like rounds that make us go out in groups or whatever. So we've always been good, but right now, when players like Twist is on fire, then we're gonna win.
It is always the same mindset, and I respect that. I like that you guys will stick to your guns. Just one final question though: who is outside of yourselves? As you said, if you perform tomorrow, you're going to be taking the major. But who is, do you think, kind of the one to fear? Not necessarily for you, but for other opponents in the tournament. Who's hot? Now Navi have been eliminated and were overhyped. What have you got for me?
Astralis.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So we'll see if Dennis can take on the Danes tomorrow. That's all from us. Thank you so much, dude. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you around. Cheers. Machine for Yahoo.